That we got what? A lob off of it?
He said alive. I'm not sure exactly what he meant, like a live look.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, yeah, but everything we did was try to trick Rondo. You know, we know how smart he is, and we want to have some deception to our game because he knows all our package. So, yeah, we had a few extra tricks in there for him.
Okay, makes sense. Frank, that second unit with LeBron went on an 8-0 run in Boston starting the fourth quarter. I believe it was 11-0, and then finished the third on a 5-0 run. What did you see from that group again, and then how key was that?
Yeah, that was a huge run, a key run for us. We got again just like you got four energy guys around Bron, and Trez continues to finish at a high rate at the rim. Talen's giving us a good lift. AC, I thought Kuz played really well, made some great extra passes, which was, when we struggled the last three games offensively, we wanted to return to that extra pass mindset, and I thought Kuz led with regard to that in that stretch. But both games that rotation is one that worked for us.
And then last thing for me, just how about Schroeder and Caruso and KCP defensively, Frank, on getting the guys, getting steals, the crunch time plays. What did you see from your guards defensively?
Yeah, a lot of speed, a lot of scrappiness, a lot of hustle. I thought those guys did a really good job on Trae Young. We did a better job taking the ball out of his hands in the second half. He's really, really difficult to guard. He's really difficult to guard without fouling him. We gave him his average on free throw attempts, 11, which is, I guess it's, could be better. But for their team, shot 17. So I think we did a good job with the rest of those guys. We took the ball out of Trae's hands, okay, and he gives it to the bigs at the rim. Our guys swarming the paint, making those types of plays. But Alex, KCP, and Dennis were really good, just trying to stay with Trae.
Thanks, Will. Happy birthday, first of all. Frank, when you find a lineup like that works and stuff like that, how did that get cooked up in the first place? That five guys together. What were you hoping to get from that group? And then now that you've seen it work 2 games in a row, do you feel like, yeah, this is something that I think we can go to pretty regularly?
There's a lot of lineups I feel like we can go to. We got a lot of good players. We got two good players in Wes and Keith that didn't even play the last 2 games. That I would feel great about those guys being in there too. So it's just one of those things. It's I'm sure it's not going to work every night, but when we shrink the rotation, guys, aren't sitting on the bench as long for longer stretches, so you have less cold guys coming into the game, and I think our group benefited from those types of adjustments.
Frank, did that exchange between the courtside fans and some of your players in the fourth quarter expose anything to you in terms of, the league has enacted protocols that the players must follow? You guys can't even hug the opponents into the games. Yet there's fans in the arenas that can take off their masks and yell at the players.
Yeah, well, if that happened, then it certainly exposed something with regard to having fans in a pandemic. You obviously can't have fans taking a mask down and shouting at our players with the virus out there during these times. So I don't know. I really don't know what happened on that play. Just relying on what you just told me, but I'm sure the league will take a good look at it.
Hey Frank, you guys have, I think, shot 33% or under from 3 in like 5 of the last 6 games, and obviously early this season you guys were riding high. I think we had like 41% at one point. What have you seen of maybe? Is there some way that defenses are adjusting to how you guys are getting your 3-point looks, and what has to be done to build back to where you guys were?
Well, we started shooting the ball with a lot of guys shooting the ball far above their percentage. So there's always a reversion to the mean. I think part of it is that. Part of it is we feels like we've been on the road for a month and a half, and there's a fatigue element to that, both with the shot making and the ability to work for shot quality. So just ebbs and flows that you're going to see in a normal NBA season. But hopefully we get home, we kind of get our legs under us, get our minds refreshed, and return to form.
Two more, Yoa.
Hey Frank, Alex has led you guys in plus minus in 4 consecutive games, and tonight he got a season high in minutes. Has he grown in importance for you guys on this trip, or what have you seen out of him these last few games?
Well, I'm playing him more, but he's certainly he's one of our best players. It's the simplest way to put it. He typically moves the needle in a positive direction. You see that with the plus minus, not just in these 2 games, but throughout all of last year. We do want to make sure that we're using our depth. So we're not overplaying too many guys, and but Alex is just one of those guys that impacts both ends of the ball. He really, really impacts our defense, and his versatility offensively, the ability to knock down threes on the backside, but also make plays off the bounce, be a good screener, be a crasher, be a roller in LeBron's pick and rolls. They're all ways that he impacts the offensive end as well. So, definitely got huge contributions from him tonight.
Last question, Leonardo.
Coach, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
Today you closed the game very well. What do you think you should improve for the future? Now with that, you're the team to beat in the entire NBA.
Well, we still have a lot of areas to work on. We're a work in progress, but if we can learn lessons while we win, like we did, we had 2 long film sessions after the Boston game. Even though we won that game, and we'll continue to stick to our process of really focusing in on habits. There's not a lot of practice time, so what we do in the film room and our ability to carry that out to the court, it's important, and it's a huge part of our identity. Our ability to mentally grow.